Alright, so today we are going to plant some purple garlic, which is what you see right here. I am a big fan of purple garlics. They tend to have a really good flavor, but I'm a big fan of white garlic too. I like them both. I really do. Purple garlics are nice though. The only thing I don't like about the purple garlics is a lot of times you'll get the little pieces of bulbs on the inside, and instead of big bulbs, and they're a pain in the neck to clean, so I usually get those a lot with purple garlic. But so what we're going to do is we're going to plant out garlic in this whole bed right here. Alright, or at least half the bed. I'll probably go half the bed. I think I'm going to do onions on the other side over here, and I'm going to plant some onion seeds. So we'll throw some onion in there. You can see I got a couple onions already growing. So maybe scallions and onions there, and I'm going to do garlic on at least half this bed. And there's only 2 bulbs here, so. But what I do when I plant garlic, and some people might disagree with doing this, but what I do is I just snap off the bulb like that, and I place it where I want it to go, like that, and that's it. I stick them in the ground, and I'll show you that in a minute. I just want to break some of these bulbs off of here. Get talented doing things with one hand after a while, you know. What I usually like to do is keep these in the cabinet until they sprout, and then bring them out, and then plant them that way. But I don't have any time, and I need to get this bed laid out and figured out what I want to do with it, or else I'm going to end up planting something else in there. You can see all the tomato starts all coming up. I didn't plant them in there. Those are all the volunteers from last year. Alright, so we see how many garlic bulbs we get out of this. Now, generally, with the real small ones, I don't normally waste too much time planting those, but I'll throw them in there anyway. Sometimes they do develop pretty good, but a lot of times the smaller bulbs stay smaller bulbs. So let's see, we got a good amount of garlic right here. See how purple that is? Nice. Yeah, a little pain in the neck doing it, you know, one hand, but alright, so I think we got enough out here to be able to plant a few for you anyway. I'm not going to do them all. Just plant a few, and then what I'll do is I'll give you an update once they sprout and they start growing. So, looks like we got about a little better than 2 dozen, maybe 3 dozen here. Bulbs, that should be enough to do this whole thing. Generally, what I do when I plant them, I just go, you know, I place them where I want first, you know, so I kind of see a pattern going like that, you know what I mean? Because you're not going to remember once you stick them in. But generally what I do is I stick them down, and I don't go all the way in the soil, just enough to leave that top up there, because you don't want it too far into the soil, you know, just like this. You see how far down that is? Like that. That's it, and just cover it up. You want to keep them very close to the surface. Like that. Boom. Like that. You just stick it in there, and that's it. Just cover it up. They'll come up when they're ready. Sometimes these things don't bloom all the way until, oh man, they may not bloom all the way until end of July, mid-August. They'll start sprouting then. But that's okay, because I grow them in the greenhouse. They'll grow fine all the way until like November, December, even though it's freezing cold out. They'll still be fine in here. Just got to keep them a little watered. And then I cut off all the scapes. I eat the scapes, and then I leave, you know, I leave about that much on the neck. I can't do it right here. You know, about 4 inches on the neck. And then I'll tie them up and dry them up indoors. Or you could just keep them in here. I just don't, sometimes the mice and things will start chewing on them, and we don't want that to happen. So then tie them up and bring them in. But I'll give you an update once they come up and they're all starting to grow. We'll give you an update from there. All right? Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.